Hi cozy friends, happy Pride Month. I am so proud of you and I love all of you. I am so excited to share this month with all of you. And I am even more excited to share 10 cozy games with LGBTQ plus queer representation in them. I couldn't find my fantastic rainbow earrings, so I went with the next best ones that screamed gay, which are some little strawberries in a basket. Let's get started. The first is Calico. Y'all, I've talked about Calico so much, but it is such a gem, such a precious gem of a game. Like when I found out there was girlfriends in it, there was cute little girlfriends in it. Oh my God, I almost threw up. I had never seen a gay couple in a game before, I don't think, nor had I seen non-binary characters. And so that was my first time seeing both. So Calico has non-binary characters. It also allows you to have non-binary pronouns and built-in girlfriends, built-in character that are girlfriends. They're so cute. It's just a very cute, flowery, like girly, cutesy, girly game. And the creator of the game is like, I wanted to make this unapologetically cute and girly and everything that the gaming industry is known to not be. And I love that mentality and that kind of mission. And I love the inclusivity in it. Yeah, so I'm happy to start this list with a classic that I love. Calico, please try it. If you don't know what the actual game is about, I should probably share that. It is, you're running a cat cafe and you're doing little missions and quests for the villagers and like shop owners and just people throughout the world, and you kind of unlock different areas of the world. You get to ride on huge cats, you get to find cute little animals. It's just, it's precious, it's adorable. I can't recommend it enough. Next is Night in the Woods, and another one that I constantly talk about. But Night in the Woods has amazing queer representation. It has Greg and Angus, the boyfriends that we all know and love. It's one of those games where, same with Calico, like they don't make a deal, they don't make a fuss about it. They're just like, yeah, that's Greg and Angus, like. And I love that, and they're just the cutest couple. It's very, I like the dynamic is like smart, nerdy, quiet, and then kind of crazy, chaotic, gets into trouble, and I love that. May, the main character, is also pansexual. It's just a beautiful sort of platformer, but it's mainly kind of story-based, going around town, kind of discovering the town's mystery and working through May's life after dropping out of college and kind of the emotional struggles of that and just like the logistical struggles of that, all while having this backdrop of kind of like a spooky town mystery. It's great. It's amazing. It's perfect for fall also. Another one perfect for fall is Best Friend Forever. Again, I've also talked about, it's so interesting. The ones I've talked about a lot are on this list. But Best Friend Forever is a dating sim. It is set in this cute, like very fall town, and it is the most inclusive dating sim I've ever seen in my life. So in this game, you move into this town and you adopt a dog, and then you kind of go around meeting people in the town and their dogs as well. There is the option to date anyone you want, so right there, gay as hell. And then there's also an out trans character that actually like talks about his journey and what it's like being like out and trans. It's so cute, and it's another one of those games that just like, it just is like, it's made for the queer community. It's not doing representation to do it, if that makes sense. Kind of all of these games are, which I love, and I feel like when there's really good queer representation in a game, it's probably because it was made by someone queer who understands that. That's an important factor. So yeah, great game. On the topic of dating sims, I'll throw in Dream Daddy, all right? Dream Daddy is a dating sim where you're a dad dating dads, and you're a single dad, you have a daughter, and some of the other dads have like kids or not or whatever, or do they all have kids? I guess they have to be if they're dads. Okay, well, you're a dad dating dads, okay? It's gay, it's great, it's funny, and I'm throwing this in as an extra just because two dating sims, I mean, dating sims can generally be queer by default when you have the option to date like the same gender, but these two, Best Friend Forever and Dream Daddy, clearly have like a very queer element to them, so I appreciate that. I'll also say both of these dating sims have like pretty good diversity as well, which should be a given. at this point. The next game is If Found, and this game is following Cassia, a young trans woman living in Ireland, and you're following kind of her diary, and it's just a beautiful illustration, kind of a beautiful way to move through a story-based game. It's an emotional game, and it's also extremely visually stunning, and yeah, can't recommend it enough. The next game is Ink and Fell, which I've had recommended to me so much, but I have not yet played. But it has to make this list because it has so much queer representation, like non-binary representation, queer representation, just general LGBTQ plus identity representation, and like very loud and proud about it. And it's like teenagers, so it feels like a very idealistic world of teens kind of like both discovering their sexuality and their identities and just like already discovered and confident in it. And it focuses on teens in a wizarding school kind of fighting off bad magic. And it's RPG, really cute illustration style. And it also features neopronouns. One of the teachers uses Z and Zer, and that's really cool. Just haven't seen that in a game. The next is Celeste, which again, I've had many people say when I bring it up in a game, that is not a cozy game. And I kind of agree because it just brings out so much rage in me. It's a platform where you're climbing this mountain, all right? It's so hard. It's one of those games where you are like dying over and over and over and over again to be able to get the right path and like learn the exact right path. Y'all, I can't stay in those games, but so many people are like, no, this is a cozy game to me. This is a comfort game. It's hard, but I love it. So I'm including it in the list. And I also have to include it because the creator is non-binary and confirmed that the protagonist, Madeline, is trans. And I didn't know that until researching for this video. I have a little soft spot for the game now, okay? I have a soft spot. Even though I hate the game, I hate the mechanics of the game, I have a soft spot for Madeline, okay? Try it at your own risk, but do try it just to support the creator at least, okay? Also, an honorary mention on this list is basically like most farming sims. So like Story of Seasons, Stardew, you can romance the same gender. There's some you can't. Write in the comments if you know which farming sims where you can't date the same gender, but I do know Story of Seasons, Stardew, you for sure can date the same gender. Hell yeah, very gay, love it. And the next is Coffee Talk, which I've talked about recently and on a lot of my socials just because like I remembered it suddenly and was like, what a great game, Coffee Talk. It's literally amazing. Also RIP to the creator. There is also a second one coming out. So a lot happening with Coffee Talk that made me think of it recently. But it is a queer game. A lot of the patrons that you're talking to as a barista in this coffee shop are queer. There's also a character that uses they, them pronouns or non-binary. And it's just one of those games where you feel seen and you're like, hell yeah, I feel safe here. It's also just, it's a coffee shop, okay? It's a coffee shop and you're making like cute little drinks. And there's a mode where you can just, you don't have to talk to people if you don't want to. You can just make cute little drinks. And I love that so much. I have such a soft spot for this game. Okay, and here's another one I haven't tried yet. My editor's been recommending this game to me for like almost a year now. I need to try it, okay? It's gonna be on my cozy demos soon, okay? Which I have a whole playlist of my cozy demos up. I have like a little under 20 at this point. There's a lot of them if you are looking for any cozy games. But this should be one of them. It should be one of them very soon. But new games keep coming out and then I get excited about the new game. But okay, this game is called Wandersong. Wandersong is a game that follows a lovely little bard who is on a not-so-hero's journey. It's a color puzzler, which is interesting. I also haven't played any color puzzlers, but I'm including it on this list because my editor and close friend recommends it so highly, one of his favorite games. And the bard is a they, them icon. Non-binary friend we have in the bard. Yeah, I don't know. It's beautiful, cute, little colorful game with a they, them icon protagonist. Sign me up eventually. The last two. The first is Valhalla. It's spelled not like Valhalla. It's spelled like VA11 Hall. Just if you want to look it up. But it is a bartending sim, so very similar to Coffee Talk. Also just like the settings of these, you know, you get to chit chat with a whole host of people. Again, a lot of queer characters you're running into and get to talk with and hear their stories. The protagonist is like going through a breakup and dealing with that. I've also been recommending this game a ton on TikTok, and it's one of those games where people are like, nobody talks about it, nobody really knows about it, but it's a great game. So try it out if you haven't already. The next and last is Paradise Killer. Paradise Killer is a story-based whodunit about a murder. And I'm just gonna read this excerpt I found from this article. Paradise Killer wears its heart on its bright pink frilled sleeve, mixing elements of drag with high camp fashion. If that doesn't sound like a game you wanna pick up today, come on now. I love it, I love it. As somebody who constantly recommends like the point and click mysteries, it gives me like a queer version of that. I'm all over it. So that is the full list of cozy games for Pride Month with LGBTQ plus representation. I hope you liked it. I hope that you've played some of these games already and are just excited it's on the list. If I left any out, please put them in the comments for everyone else to enjoy some great games. Happy Pride Month. Again, I'm proud of you. I love you. You're always welcome here. I love you. Stay cozy. Bye.